Yeah, so I just wanted to dive in. I actually do disagree when you said to the previous caller only the only race essentially which can be racist is whites. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. That's what I said. Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So what and can I just get how you justify that real quick?
Yeah. Well, first, do you know where race, the concept of race and racism started? Who,
Well, I'm
why
just
it
asking
started?
for the justification for why you think that. Is it just definitionally that you think so? So like your definition of racism is like power plus prejudice, something like that.
I'm I'm going back to like where race start. I'm telling you the answer. Like, you don't have to invalidate what I say. Like, do you know where race was started? Like, I do
Elu-
this all the time. And
sure, elucidate me, but I'm okay. Go ahead, elucidate me.
well, that's the question, man. Do you know when race was started
No clue. Go ahead.
and by whom?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was started um, in the mid 15th century by the Portuguese, specifically Gomez de Zurara, who was commissioned by Prince Henry the Navigator um, to pretty much, you know, go classify black people, discover black people, make us look inadequate, worthy of. So, they went to Africa. They took notes. They said what they said to justify the transatlantic trade. And
That
yeah,
doesn't actually answer for me
that's what
though.
happened.
Why right now only uh, only whites can be racist? That doesn't actually answer that question.
Well, I'm saying that white people created that system of race, the categorization of race.
Do you don't believe in the categorization of race?
Well, yeah, sure, why not?
You do
I
believe
have
in
to.
it, or you
I
don't
have
believe in
to.
it?
Yeah, man, I have to. If you live in America and you want to do stuff, you have to believe in race.
Okay, so if you believe in the
You
category of
have to
race,
see it.
why can't you be racist?
Why can't I?
Yeah,
Because I didn't create the system of
I
race.
didn't create the system of race either.
Well, white people did
Yeah,
for
well, so I
you,
mean,
for white people.
so what would that have to do with me? If you, I'm asking you as an individual, why
Me,
can't you
you.
be
What does it have to
racist? You
do?
say because I didn't invent the system. You say, okay, well then,
Right.
by that justification, I also can't be racist because I didn't invent the system. See how that? You see
Yeah.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm not talking about just like I'm not talking about just on a interpersonal level. I'm talking about as a system. Race was created to benefit white people on
Okay,
a
I'm just gonna
hierarchy,
agree with it.
actually.
Like I'm just gonna agree with this for the
Yeah.
sake of agreeing with it. But what
Right.
I'm wondering is,
Right.
can you, as an individual, be
Uh huh.
racist? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, but can I, as an individual, because I'm white, be racist? Yes or no?
Well, yeah.
So what I'm looking for is if your answer is because I didn't invent the system, that's why I can't be racist. I also did not invent the system. So why is it that I can be?
Yeah. Well, I keep saying it to you, but I don't know why you want to walk all. Why do you think I keep talking about the construction of race? Since we know that race is a social construct, right? That you have to like adhere to. Don't we know that?
Well, you don't have to adhere to it. No. If it's a social construct, it's changeable, right?
What do you mean you don't have to adhere to it? You just said
If
that
it's
you're
a
a white person
social,
who adhere.
if race is a
Everybody who.
social, if race is a social
Uh huh.
construction, then you can change.
Uh huh.
Then you can change it.
Okay. No, you can't. Not presently. You cannot. And in fact, that's the thing with race. It's like one of those things. Once you see it, it can't be undone. Once you understand it, it can't be undone. You cannot stop identifying as a white person. You can't do it. Everybody sees you. They know that you're white already. That's how the categorization is. It started out that way.
As
It defined
as a
you
social construction, but
as.
that still doesn't actually like. Listen, look at it from my view. So I want to know how it is that if you hated me because I was white, that would not be racist. But if I hated you because you were black, that would be racist. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. And
No,
you just
I
keep,
don't.
hang
Man.
on, hang on. I'm
Listen.
almost done. Almost done. And you just keep saying because there's a history of categorization. That's but that doesn't answer why it is that if I give the same behavior towards you that you give to me, why in the same token is racist towards you but not to me?
You didn't ask that question. You said, "Can I be racist as a
Yes.
black person?" I said
Yes.
no, and then you said, "Can I be racist you as a white person?" I
Yes.
said yes,
Yeah, it's
because
the same. That's the
that's
same
the
question.
construction of it.
That's the same.
Okay,
But that's the same
okay.
question.
So, okay. You think that's the same question, right?
No, because it is the
But
same question.
all right, so well, you're defining race as hate, right? So when you ask me why you can't hate me for the color of my skin, or I can't hate you for the color of your skin and be racist, like because the hate is not the definition of racism.
I see. So that's what
You
I
can hate
thought.
whoever you want to.
So you have a
Yeah, hate is not the
yeah.
definition.
So I thought so. So you have a distinct definition of what
Where do
racism
you
is.
think that
Hmm.
why do you think hate has something to do with racism? Like, where do you get that idea?
Well, I think it's definitionally true.
Knowing the structure,
Yeah. So
knowing the
well, hang on.
structure.
I'm trying to explain.
Hey, listen, Andrew,
You just asked me a question though.
This is literally my panel. This is literally my panel. Let me finish my question entirely.
Okay.
Understanding where race comes from, vaguely, based on what I just said to you, understanding where it came from and why it was created, and all of these things. Where do you get hate in the definition of this? Knowing the structure, knowing what's come behind it, and why would you think, if you think hate is a part of it, why would you think that black people have done hate in order to like justify racism of some or some
Yeah.
please make that make sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to answer your question, right? The thing is like whatever your definition is of racism, I'm actually willing to grant. I'm just asking what that is. What is your definition of racism?
It's a system of oppression based upon race, basically.
A system of oppression based on along race. And so if you're part of the system of oppression based along race, you yourself cannot be racist.
Based upon race.
Yes, based upon race. You yourself
Yeah.
cannot be racist. However, other people can be racist towards you, correct? Is that correct?
Only white people can be racist.
Okay. So
only white people can be
I'm going to
racist.
adopt this definition, and here's my counter. I think that the only people who can be not racist are white women, based along the fact of the history of oppression and chattel, which was engaged 100% towards white women historically. And I think that that oppression was much worse, and the system was much worse than it was for anybody of African descent for white women. And so therefore, by your definition, you can be racist towards white women. They can't be racist towards you.
Yeah. When were white women going through chattel?
15th through the 19th century. Look up the Barbary States. Before that, they were going through.
No.
Yes. They were the primary victim of the Barbary States was white women. Can I finish? Can I finish real quick? I'm almost done. You asked me for examples. I'm trying to give them.
Hey man, you're what? That's this is my panel, okay?
Why won't you let me answer the question?
Chill out. Because you already answered it.
I didn't even get the chance.
I know where you're going. I know. I don't care. I'm controlling what you're saying because it's misinformation, and I don't want it to be spread. That's what I'm doing. That's why you can't talk.
You're just
right now,
terrified of
'cause
the
you're
answer.
spreading misinformation.
No, you are,
you're
bro.
terrified.
Terrified to let me
Listen to
speak. You're
this.
terrified to let me speak. There we go.
Terrified.
Terrified to let me speak.